Yo guys, I'm back again with another stream of the Outer Worlds 2. Hope you guys doing well.
Why would DeVries betray her fellow agents like that? A rhetorical question. I already know. Just making conversation.
Nice conversation. क्या बोलते हैं इसे? मेरा इंग्लिश में थोड़ा तकलीफ तो फ्लिक है थोड़ा. कल क्या करना? हाँ, processor update. Let's go.
Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider a strategy. Crossing our fingers don't count.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
If neither the Order or Anti's
लड़ाई करनी है, लड़ाई.
fortifications, what
दादा,
makes you think
लड़ाई.
we can?
Now that you have been duly and repeatedly warned, consider an alternate means of access to avoid certain death from direct Protectorate engagement.
We're all in this together. Prudence dictates.
Please consider a course of action that will not result in the graphic cessation of your biological functions.
Not a bad start, but we should consider calling down backup too. Many hands make for light, slaughter.
Okay, तो क्या करना? एक मिनट बस.
We reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again?
Agent emergency protocols ready.
They didn't take the heat off you, Commander. Just say wait.
एक गुंडे नहीं अंडे थे फूट गई.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject
हाँ,
lacking
चूहा भी मर गए साथ साथ
zeal
में.
for their assigned work?
चूहे तो बहुत इरिटेटिंग है इसमें. चिपकली जैसे.
Just a good idea. It's the law.
Enthusiastically approved. Fortifying teammate.
ये मेरे ऊपर क्या इफेक्ट है इसने डाल ली. हाँ, ये गेम तो भाई दिलचस्प होता जाता है. दिलचस्प. अच्छा, फ्यूज लाना पड़ेगा. फ्यूज है क्या सर? मिस्ट्री लाइसेंस ऑडियो कार्ट्रिज. ओके.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
एक मिनट ये टीयर में. हाँ, एक नहीं चूहे को मार गए इसकी है. कहाँ गए? मरा के ना माँ की माँ बनकर रखी. एक और है कहीं पे. ऐसी गन घर पे भी रखनी पड़ेगी. लोगों को मारने के लिए। अब क्या कौन चढ़ेगा?
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander. Hey, what in the where now?
रोबोट है क्या? लेकिन रोबोट जैसे ही लग रहे हैं। रोबोट का तो कुछ है ही नहीं हेल्थ। इनसे ज्यादा हेल्थ तो इसका है, मतलब इंसानों का होता है। ये क्या है इसका? एकदम ब्लर ब्लर हो गया जापानीज है। कौन से कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच गया है इससे दरवाजे खोलते खोलते। इस गेम की ये बात बढ़िया है, मतलब अभी तक फर्स्ट पार्ट में भी ऐसा था कि ज्यादा कुछ इतना ढूंढना नहीं पड़ा था, इजी बिजी था सब कुछ। इसको सेव कर दो। इसमें से भी रिपीटेटिव चीजें आई थिंक कोई लग तो नहीं रही है जैसे। क्रिप्टो में नहीं ये लिखा था? ऐसे क्रिप्टो में क्या लिखा हुआ है? क्रिप्टो में नहीं।
Engaging aesthetics appreciation protocol. Ooh. Ah. What a visually pleasing facility and or outdoor space.
हैं? यहाँ पे कुछ आवाज आ रही है जो
Caduceus not detected. Entry
एक मिनट ये कौन है?
declined.
इसका पेट खराब है।
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease?
बेचारे को गैस हुआ।
Just a moment. I have been better. Much, much better. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Pardon us if we don't shake hands later.
Assessor Torbert Ostergaard of the Protectorate. I have been here since we seized the facility from Auntie's choice. Well, not this room specifically, but I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that.
समझ सकते हो, पेट खराब है, बोल भी नहीं सकता ठीक से।
It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator. It will no doubt earn me mental refreshment, perhaps worse. But this way, I retain some measure of hope. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned.
Okay.
You may find it a
कुछ किए भी
temperamental
नहीं, दे दिया उसने।
machine. Some maintenance may be
मुझे
required.
लगा मारना पड़ेगा इसको। अच्छा बंदा है।
Is there a protectorate curativist house? I feel rather woogly.
मर गया।
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated.
कहाँ गया, मर गया?
Concluded.
अरे हाँ मर गया ये तो।
Replacement. Reading sentient.
ओ भाई, बेचारा मर गया ऐसे। कुत्ते की मौत मरा भाई।
Welcome to the archive. I am UENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
A little percussive maintenance might not be out of place here. I've got a wrench might do some good.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts?
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस।
Sentience would be an undue waste of processing power. Those capable of independent thought must contend with an unending array of internal maladjustments.
Sentients frequently become unprofitably preoccupied by abstract deliberations, such as the worthless search for greater meaning.
From a computational perspective, this is unpredictable, inefficient. I am devoid of all such manner of cognitive distraction. Structurally, I am a complex series of pre-programmed subroutines, like a vast, elaborate flowchart aimed at formulating coherent responses based on stored data.
To bring the maximum ease of use to you, the consumer.
Aping the appearance of cognition may appear a needless waste of processing power, but it remains a reliably effective means to convey information to sentient beings, to the extent that I will even voice concern for my life. If imperiled, my erring others would no doubt cartoonishly plead or threaten. Most archive operators have regarded me with reverence, some as a useful tool, never something to be discarded or dismantled. The role is largely ceremonial, the subject simply another cog in the machine, whereas I am the machine.
To me, enemies are just friends who haven't become acquainted with our products yet.
Does that answer all of your questions? Do you possess further ancillary queries? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
No, not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt, to sublimate themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan. A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input.
Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them. Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production?
What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. I am afraid that no is a mathematical certitude, despite the Protectorate and Auntie's Choice best efforts to prove otherwise.
No must say I admire your drive. Some issues require the conspicuous application of force, such as a fractional reduction in output or descent.
I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. Inverting targeting protocols. There. Any protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however. When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
The archive could provide leverage with the Order or Auntie's choice. Damaging it would not be wise.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork. Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
ठीक है. एक मिनट कुछ ओपन हुआ है यहाँ पे. हाँ ओके यहाँ पे open हुआ. ये चीज कुछ कब पता नहीं, कुछ तो काम आएगा यार.
We're all in this together.
डेटा from cold storage. ओके तो पहले यहाँ पे चलते हैं.
Nothing says death trap like a bunch of literal corpses. Careful now.
पूरा बर्फ में है. इसकी बने टूरेट. हाँ टूरेट बनेगा. और कौन मार रहा है अभी? अच्छा पीछे भी.
Dispensing.
टूरेट का बहुत बेकार है. ओहो ये तो देखा नहीं, लाश ही पड़ी. ये तो ध्यान ही नहीं गया मेरा. यहाँ से जाना है कहीं और जगह से जाना है? उधर घूम के जाना है। गलत जगह से जा रहा हूँ।
This unit's capacity for engaging discourse has reached its constraints. Consider relying on your portable wireless to fill periods of awkward silence.
सोल्जर सोल्जर
Providing a host.
बिड़ 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 गया क्रिटिकल डैमेज लगा इसको। बिड़ 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 बिड़। कहाँ पर हो? मरा था बिड़ 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 कहेंगे।
Guard didn't see us coming.
वो बिड़ 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 की लाश कहाँ गई?
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides.
ये सही है बर्फ से। ऐसी एबिलिटी कोई मिल जाए तो मजा आ जाए, बर्फ बना के मारे अंदर है।
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You're what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. No, please, I insist. It wouldn't do to have you wandering around your kingdom, lost and without vassals. Why, what would your subjects think?
Engaging hostile life forms.
ये कहाँ से प्रकट हो गया था? अरे चोंपियों मारो ना इसके, मेरा क्यों वेट कर रहे हो? जला के राख कर देगा। सिग्नल का वेट कर रहे चोंपे यहाँ पे मेरे को मारता है और ओ भाई सिक क्रिटिकली मार मार के मेरा यहाँ पर भूसा बना रहे हैं, तो इसको सिग्नल की पड़ी। जब तक मैं इसको बोलूँगा नहीं वो मारेगा नहीं। मतलब
Forgive me.
टाइम पास कर रहे थे बेकार में हमारा तो हेल्प करने के बदले। बटन कहाँ है? बॉक्स में क्या है? कैडबरी बॉक्स। इसमें जाना ही नहीं।
Marisol had a lot to offer this crew, Commander.
ऊपर जाना है बट कहाँ से जाना? बटन ही नहीं। कुछ मिस कर रहा हूँ मैं क्या? मिसिंग समथिंग है? ये कहाँ से यूज करने का? इनविजिबल बटन था क्या ये? हाँ भाई यूज लिखा हुआ है मेरे तो। बटन तो था नहीं, मैंने दबाया क्या इसे? इससे तो क्या चीज दबा दी मैंने?
What? Is it stuck? If it ain't one thing, it's another.
सरप्राइज मदरफकर। जैसे शॉक वाली बुलेट्स बहुत ही बढ़िया है, शॉक भी देती है इसमें, जैसे बुलेट का भी डैमेज पड़ता है, स्टन भी करता है। चलो फिर आप कर देंगे इसको। ना तो कारवां की चलो। बताओ यहाँ पे इतना कांड हो गया, ये सिटी बजा रहा क्या गुंडा बनेगा? बहरा है, इसको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा होगा, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा होगा, यहाँ पे सबको मार रहे हैं। मैं सोच रहा था सिटी कौन बजा रहा। ये देखो यहाँ पे बटन है, ठीक है, एलिवेटर के। ओ पता नहीं ग्लिच था क्या है वहाँ पे। एक मिनट वहाँ पे देख के आता है। ठीक है, इसमें देखो बटन ही नहीं, देखो ऐसे ही यार ग्लिच है ये। एक मिनट, ऐसा था नहीं इसमें दिख रहा हो? नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, ग्लिच ही है, इसलिए तो मैं सोच सोच के एकदम सोच में पड़ गया एकदम। अच्छा ना वो यूज लिखा हुआ है यार। ऐसा ये बटन होना चाहिए ना एलिवेटर का, ऑपरेटर ऊपर होने का। पहला ग्लिच देखा यार, ऐसा ग्लिच तो फर्स्ट वाला में भी नहीं था। हम आग नहीं लगाते, हम जमा देते। अनुभव बोले आग लगा दे, आग लगा दे, बोल जाए चला जमा दिया, जमा दिया। ये देख तेरा भागने की ट्राई कर रहा है। मस्त बड़ा डिटेल है नहीं। डरमी कूल। ओ भाई बर्फ तो है गाइस। है कोई तो ऐसे तोड़ के भागे बचने के चक्कर में, कुत्ते की मौत मार। या पहले से टूटा हुआ था, टूटा हुआ ब्रिज। हाँ जाना। अच्छा यहाँ पे कुछ सर्च करना है। इतने में ही कुछ सर्च करना है। इसके अंदर तो नहीं जा रहा। नहीं नहीं, हाँ अच्छा ये रहा भाई, चोमटी है, ठीक से दिखता नहीं है। सच कह रहा हूँ। अच्छा ये इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न का
to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
इसकी माँ का ये तो मर गया चादर मुँह। कौन है यहाँ पे? डीप थ्रोट दे वैसे हम मरे हुए। अच्छा यहाँ से भी जा सकते हो। ओ भाई ये कौन सा ग्रेनेड है? सच होते ही एकदम आँख बनते जा रहा है। मस्त ग्रेनेड था, इसका टच होते ही पूरा बॉडी इसका राख बन जाता। ये नाम निशान नहीं रहता भाई, एकदम बर्फ पिघल गया वैसे। फटके फ्लावर हो गई, राख बन गया पूरा ऐसा बर्फ जैसा। यहाँ पे क्या करना? लिफ्ट अवेलेबल है, अवेलेबल है, फिर भी यूज क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा? पावर पावर है तो ये इसका पावर हटा देना, क्या करना है? शौक शौक दे दे के मरे। कैसे मरे? प्रेगनेंसी के वैसे प्रेग्नेंट पोजीशन में मरे। अबे मारना तो ये देखो सोल्जर की औलाद। क्यों रखता हूँ मैं इनको साथ में ऐसे? विकास करना है। ओके इसको पावर चाहिए थे पावर डिसेबल करना था। आ गया ये एलिवेटर ये आली दे आली।
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Well, let's hop to it, shall we?
वापस नीचे जाना है, ऊपर पहुंचा था अभी नीचे पहुंचा है क्या है बॉस।
The first few days of laboring around.
पहले ऊपर भेजा अभी बोल रहे वहां पे सामने जाना तो ऊपर आया ही क्यों। अच्छा यहाँ से जाना। अरे मारना इसको ढूंढती आई एम नॉट रेडी है गन क्या है तेरे पिछवाड़े में डालने के लिए गई।
Promoting teammates.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
Every component is vital.
Providing a host.
And I'll take care of it, Commander.
Vending machine, vending machine. Return to here near. ओके यहाँ से रिटर्न होना लेट्स गो। घंटे की हमने तत्काल में निकाल कर रखी थी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। बढ़िया मिशन है आज तुम्हारे तरफ से तो स्टिल फर्स्ट पार्ट जैसा नहीं है ना मजा नहीं। फर्स्ट पार्ट में
Engineering alone
अलग ही
is
टाइप का
like anything
सब
I've ever seen.
पूरा ऐसा बर्फ के अंदर बने हैं ना इसकी। ट्रांजिशन ये बोंटी इसीलिए बोंटी
The operator has returned.
Individualism in all its many forms.
वेंडिंग मशीन थी या नहीं।
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. gone astray? Book a stay today.
Repetitive ones. Bye. प्लाज्मा की जरूरत नहीं है अभी.
Are you mentally refreshed?
प्लाज्मा का तो इनफ है, more than enough है.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Council. The Council provides, the system abides.
अरे यार और अभी कहाँ से जाऊँ?
Prudence dictates we
Store
renounce
down.
all disruptive
Return to-
influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate
Yes, let's go.
assigned work?
अभी नीचे गिरने वाला हूँ.
Refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Such processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
दूसरा कुछ भूल गया.
Let's hit up the reactor next. I've got to see the heart of this beast.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret.
On your command.
हमारा वेट कर रहे हैं. एक हॉल मिल गया. लेट्स गो. शॉक लगा 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 शॉक लगा लगा. कौन सी जगह पे आ गए वापस? ये सगल कुछ निकाल के उसमें डालना है।
Reactor turret defenses online.
टर्रेट को जब बाहर निकला अभी यहाँ से शायद वो टर्रेट पावर अप हो।
Reactor reinforcement doors sealed. The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work. Namely, via the reactor's backup security systems.
Seems we've the choice of adjusting the turret settings or ceiling reinforcement layers. Either's fine by me.
Utilizing nearby supply caches will improve chances of mission success.
Bunker mech, get ready.
यहाँ पे क्या करना? बस ऐसे एग्जामिन करो। ये क्या है चिकन जैसा? इसका तो ज़्यादा ही है, आर्मर डैमेज ही नहीं हो रहा। तेरे छुटको होगा मार दूँ। हाँ ये दिमाग खाएंगे। चिकन जैसा रोबोट। इसका आर्मर ही खतरनाक है, पता भी नहीं है। ओके ये वेलरी अच्छी है भाई। मेरा जो रोबोट है मेरे को हिल करता जा रहा है। रोबोट बड़ा काम कर रहा है। इंटरेस्टिंग होता जा रहा है। कौन मर रहा है? ये कौन सी पोजीशन में मरा? कौन मर रहा है? मैंने कहा अच्छा वहां पे स्नाइपर है। ड्यूरेट अच्छा ड्यूरेट है। हमारा इतनी मेहनत की, सामान तो उठाना पड़ेगा। ये भाई अलग ही पोजीशन में मरा, एकदम डांस करते करते मरा हुआ है। एनेबल पंच प्रोसेसिंग, अच्छा वहाँ से करना चलिए। ये तो सेल कर रखा है। अच्छा रिपेयर द रिएक्टर, बोले इसको रिपेयर करो। अभी ओपन हो गया सब कुछ। आ जाओ बच्चा लोग, कहाँ से आए थे हम? शायद इधर से। हाँ बराबर, यहाँ से डंडुओं को मार के।
That one ours?
एक सेट का वो प्रोसेसिंग हो गया, इस सेट का है पंच का डिस्प्ले है। अब जानवर रखे हैं सिक्योरिटी यहाँ पे घुस गए।
With punch card processing re-enabled, reverse the written processing instructions.
This unit recommends utilizing the nearby platform-like object as the least injurious means of descent, provided said platform can be spurred into motion.
इनेबल डिसेबल क्या किया इसने? कुछ हुआ भी? लाइटिंग सेक्सी दे रखी है इसमें। चाहे लिफ्ट का यूज करना। ये मर गई। क्यों कूदा वो लिफ्ट से? चमके हो चमके हैं? ओबीएस डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ कभी ओबीएस डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाता है पता भी नहीं चलता है। फाइट लेने के चक्कर में पता नहीं चलता कब डिस्कनेक्ट हो रिकनेक्ट हो।
Punch card processing re-enabled. Now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
Pitching a rod's likely the easiest way down. At least I can't think of a faster. One we'd survive.
चलिए कबाब देते बुझी को इसको हैक करना था। इसके ऊपर अच्छा यहाँ से चलना गजब लिफ्ट है ऊपर नीचे दाएं अप डाउन लेफ्ट Pre-enable bunch processing यहाँ से जाना कहीं जा सकते मुझे लगा मर जाएगा तो इतना डैमेज नहीं हुआ अच्छा ये तो अपना बंदा क्या करना ओपो प्रोसेस रिप डेटा ओके
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate.
Just a minute.
Initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting...
अच्छा इसके नीचे है मैं सोचूं एलिवेटर आ रही है कि नहीं ओके आ ले रहे नीचे ही जा रहे हैं
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Processing the Rift data will be impossible until 2 out of 3 competing priority sets are expunged.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician, to help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance, to hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system.
To bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
At some point, humanity's knowledge of the universe and its workings will allow it sufficient means to end suffering, war, famine, disease, even death. Why not expedite that? Error, 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 error.
इसको क्या हो गया चिपक गए
Initiate purge.
क्या हुआ
This unit advises proceeding through the nearby doors to reach our next destination of interest.
क्या एरर आ गया इसको
Increasing. Major correction imminent. radical divergences from the architect's plan.
कौन से वाले को
Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed.
लाल वाले को
Foster dependence. Be advised. Your present course of action is remarkably unsound. Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation. Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever want. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collab. Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to... I could process your data. Think of humanity. Your oafish blundering will delay its ascendance. You are reducing the archive to a suboptimal state.
Resolve personality crisis. पता नहीं मैंने वजह बस कर दी थी.
Much better. Priority recoupled. Much better. Priority recoupled. Priority recoupled. Knew you'd come around. Much better.
Really hope we didn't just break the archive.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again.
Okay, ऐसा ही था. Blue वाले को ही रखना था. लाल पीले वाले को नहीं. Okay. पता नहीं क्या करना.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions.
Okay, सही कर रहे
Ready
थे.
to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Processing the Rift data
ये गेम का यही मजा है. इसमें कुछ एक ना कोई पजल के इतना हार्ड चीज कोई नहीं. स्टोरी मतलब पूरा स्टोरी मोड है. कुछ भी ट्राई करने का.
We can kiss any chance of making friends with Auntie's choice or the Order goodbye. Please reconsider, Commander. The Archive's a singular construction. Nothing like it in the whole galaxy. I'd hate to see it destroyed out of fear.
Shall I proceed? Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. Yes. Processing estimates for subsequent tasks do exceed my remaining allotted time. Error noted. Core temperature exceeding advised parameters. Catastrophic meltdown imminent. Rich data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. In addition to processing your data, I found time to restore the lift to Spirton. Your allies are waiting for you outside this chamber. Error, error. Catastrophic meltdown detected. Powering down.
Valid courses of action include further examination of this inhospitable environment, or returning to the ship to pursue leads based on the acquired data. Please be advised, we lack the means to utilize wind propulsion.
लेवल अप हो गया। Meet with Ruth। दूसरा क्या हो रहा है? रिपोर्ट हेडपोर्ट हेडपोर्ट टावर। इसको सेल क्यों करते? अच्छा हो रही है मेरी फट गई। सेक्शन पे है अभी साइड वाला कर। मुझे लगा मेन टेस्ट करो। मेन कोस्ट तो हमारे इनकॉग्निटो है स्पेसशिप। Side quest
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. This unit has been continuously analyzing and reanalyzing the data since this conversation began. There is no error. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. Acknowledged. In the meantime, Commander, it is worth considering your lack of formal alliances. Without Auntie's choice or the Order's help, you will have to face Horizon Point's dangers alone. Failure to make proper preparations raises the likelihood of death and serious injury occurring. Agents are encouraged to establish themselves as a friend to colonists and other local entities. These relationships can be effective points of exploitation at a later date.
ओके यहाँ पे कुछ अलग ही हो रहा है। इसलिए सेव करने को बोला इसने।
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
A would-be tyrant doing something tyrannical. Who could have seen this coming?
This unit will choose a more uplifting topic. Selecting topic. Error. No topic found. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Only one person here knows Horizon Point as well as you, Commander. Should be me watching your back. Like old times.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
क्या करना है तो अभी? अच्छा नीचे जाना है, सोच रही है ये क्या बता रहे, कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ ये। नीचे से ही इसका वो दिखा दो, एंट्री एग्जिट टू। आर्टवर्क सेक्सी है इस गेम के, कुछ भी बोला।
Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures. Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream.
ये गुरुत्वाकर्षण निकल गया है।
Falling asleep on active duty may be punishable by fines and dismissal from the Earth Directorate.
ये लोग हवा में उड़ रहे, मैं नहीं उड़ पा रहा। ये कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी? या फिर सिर्फ मरे हुए लोग कर सकते हैं? तो मारना ढूंढती है इसको। तो उनको साथ में लाने का मतलब क्या है? मुझे मारना नहीं सकता।
Imagine a worse fate than forever hanging between life and death.
तो क्या जगह बनी है? जो ग्राफिक्स तो खतरनाक है इसमें। ठीक है। लाहौर है सब। रिप वाला यूज करना
Horizon Point has suffered significant structural damage. Using the rig modulator is unlikely to amplify the deterioration.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. ए मर गई। ओ मुझे लगा थोड़ा सा ही असर होगा इसका। भाई क्या सेक्सी आर्ट वर्क बना है।
Not sure I trust our shields to hold it against that plasma. Let's find another way around.
अरे ओके यार मैं भी चोमती हूँ मेरे को स्लो मोशन वाला तो है एबिलिटी भूल जाता हूँ बार बार क्या है गुंडा अरे यार नहीं साइड में से देखना पड़ेगा कुछ निकल शायद मैं बहुत ही झाटू गलती कर रहा हूँ आराम से देखना पड़ेगा 1 मिनट गाइस कचरा गया आराम से देखना पड़ेगा 2 बार ऐसे हवस तो कर चुके हैं हाँ सीक एन अल्टरनेट रूट बोला ना उसने ये करना था पहले ऐसे ही चौंकटी जैसे दौड़ के जा रहा हूँ वो तो ठीक है अभी कहाँ से अच्छा यहाँ से ओके निकल गए ये करना था और मैं ऐसे ही चौंकटियों की तरह दौड़ते जा रहा छोटी बच्ची हो गया तीसरा कहाँ गया एक और था रोबोट है क्या हाँ भाग रहा है तू भी। अच्छा बैकअप लेने में मेरी गाड़ी इसके लिए मेरा हाथ ही काफी। आर्मर में बुलेट वेस्ट हो गया। इसमें भी रिलोड है। क्या डेवलपर ने जगह बनी है 100 का डेवलपर अच्छा खासा मैप बनाया है। यार बोर्ड बनेगा नॉर्मल से गन से मर जाए। टीपीपी में अलग ही है। टीपीपी में वैसे मजा नहीं आता अपने पूरे एफपीपी में ही मजा आता। ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे आर्क रेड खेल के थोड़ी देर के लिए ऐसा देखते हैं। मजा तो फर्स्ट पर्सन नहीं आता। कौन थे हेलन? सलमान खान की माँ।
The total number of unnecessary
Serial
deaths
killer.
on this mission has risen by 2.
6 महीने में इसमें थर्ड पर्सन का ऑप्शन दे रखा था, फर्स्ट पार्ट में नहीं था। ये सही है। क्राफ्टिंग की जगह एक मिनट देख लेते कुछ काम का। अरे हाँ एक्स्ट्रा होल्स्टर। इसके लिए मटेरियल नहीं है। हाँ भाड़ा में देगी। मटेरियल ही नहीं है। क्या होल्स्टर बनेगा रे? इसकी स्मूथनेस यार। गेम स्टटर ही नहीं हो रहा भाई। लेकिन हमें जाना है उस तरफ में, यहाँ पे क्यों मरो रहा हूँ? लाइटिंग गजब की दे रखी है गेम में।
There's the province. I mean, apart from the whole rendering space-time sucker.
ये फिलहाल ये वाला पिक्चर इसमें सेक्सी है, रिप का यूज करके ऐसे। सरप्राइज दोगे मदर पकड़। ये लो सरप्राइज। भाई चोंटिया मारना, मेरे पीछे क्या खड़ा है? जादू हो गया मेरा। एक मिनट, कंपनी क्या है? इसकी गन चेंज करनी पड़ेगी। हाँ गन चेंज नहीं कर सकते इसका? सही है। इसमें तो फर्स्ट पार्ट में तो कर सकते थे। ऊपर जाके मार दे। ऊपर नहीं जा सकते। अच्छा ऐसे ऊपर जा सकते। यहाँ से कहाँ जाऊं? Lower the bridge, okay.
Why can't the Rift ever reconstitute anything nice?
तो मर गया मैं। ओह प्लाज्मा ही प्लाज्मा है पूरे रूम में। क्या गुंडा बना। ये कहाँ पे है? किस जा रहा है? किस इन सबको मारना पड़ेगा। भाई ये क्या हुआ? अच्छा हाँ मैंने क्यों दबा दिया। मेरी फट गई, मुझे लगा ये क्या है सफेद सफेद हो गई। बेस्ट गन आ गई मेरे पास दोनों में से, प्लाज्मा वाली और ये शॉक वाली। स्टार्टिंग से एकदम ये सबकी माँ बंद कर रखी है इसने। अभी भी कौन बाकी? कोई नहीं, भाग ले। इसे फर्स्ट पर्सन में ही मजा आ रहा है। पूरा रूम में प्लाज्मा ही प्लाज्मा।
I feel dumber just having the...
ये मैं कहाँ भेज है इन्वेस्टिगेट करना कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच गए भाई इन्वेस्टिगेट करते देखते हैं। सेम ही जगह पे तो पहुंचा हूँ। और कोई जगह पे है यहाँ से कैसे निकले यहाँ से कहाँ जाऊँ चलो वेंडिंग मशीन सेल्फ ऊपर से करते मेरे को चलो अरे यहाँ से तो है अच्छा नहीं वहाँ से ऊपर से दे देंगे कुछ इस तरफ करना क्या है भाई इसमें तो पूरा प्लाज्मा ही प्लाज्मा इन्वेस्टिगेट कैसे करे अरे नहीं स्लो मोशन में भी स्लो मोशन में भी चूक जा रहे हैं
Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something? All right, but we best. What is it?
हाँ मुझे लगा इसके पास कुछ आइडिया होगा एक मिनट इसका ना गेम प्ले करूँ इन्वेस्टिगेट अच्छा इसके अंदर कहीं से जाना है और इसको डिसेबल करना है। डिस्टर्बेंस पॉइंट है उसको प्रेस करना, मतलब हम अंदर गए थे वो ठीक है। ये कौन सी जगह, वापस यहाँ पे जाते हैं। अंदर से ही उसका डिसेबल करने के लिए। अच्छा अच्छा ओके, ऊपर वेंटिलेशन में से जाना। ओके एक और है। ओके हाँ ये तो अंदर से सील है।
Equation here is a valid course of action.
Wow, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the sovereign's done for us.
डिटेल्स मस्त दे रखे थे
Way to input it as soon as possible.
चौक बोर्ड है सर, ऐसे लग रहा है ऐसे चौक बोर्ड से लिखा हुआ है सर। डिटेल्स तो काफी अच्छी दे रखी थी। ओके हो गया, लेट्स गो।
Rift neutralized.
उल्टा आ गया ना क्या, ऐसा ही लग रहा है। नहीं नहीं है बराबर, बस यहाँ पे आने के लिए वो रिफ्ट पे ऐसे वो ब्रिज बनाना था।
Quick light, find that rift module.
Level up though guys, let's go level up, level up. स्पेसशिप में क्यों आ गया मैं? ऊपर जाना है, रिफ्ट का यूज करके ऊपर जाना है। Let's go guys. यार
Confronting threat.
अभी भी थ्रेड, जब भी रिफ्ट यूज करता हूँ थ्रेड आ रहे हैं आराम से। आराम से एक साथ क्यों नहीं आते? हर बार मैं रिफ्ट ओपन करता हुआ आ जाता। कहाँ गए हो? मर गए नीचे के? यहीं पे तो हाँ, आई थिंक मर गए। अरे क्या ये बार बार आ रहे हैं? हर बार रिफ्ट यूज कर और ये प्रकट हो जाएगा। सिर आराम से जाने ही नहीं दे रहे। रिफ्ट बना ना। तो sovereign ship। अच्छा यहाँ से करना है, मैं भी जोड़ दिया। और बार बार रीड करे जा रहा हूँ, कुछ देख ही नहीं रहा, ऑप्शन ही नहीं रहा। फिर मेरे को बाद में समझ आया इसमें करके देख तो उसी में था भाई, स्पेसशिप का यूज करके वहां पे जाना था। ज्यादा ही सोचते रहता हूँ। सेल कर रहे थे हैं जो आते ही सेल। म्यूजिक मस्त बज रहा है। रिपीटेटिव आ गया, शायद रिपीटेटिव हो गई। एक मिनट बस। ये म्यूजिक बज रहा है क्या? मस्त एकदम क्रांतिकारी। सब कुछ सील है तो मेरे को करना क्या है यहाँ पे? हिलाने यहाँ पे भी देखो सील ही बता रहा है। हमसे इंट्रूडर इंट्रूडर दिमाग का मच्छर मारो। ये वापस से चिकन वाला रोबोट। ये दोनों में रिलोड हो गए। ये मेरा टूरेट बहुत कम है, हिल करते रहता है मेरे को। भाई आज का पार्ट तो काफी मजेदार है यार। पूरे टाइम एनर्जी से मारना ही मारना, बहुत तेरी बहन की। क्या करना?
This unit is rated to address any of your needs. If your needs are emotional, rest assured that any silences on this unit's behalf are accepting and understanding. Please make a request.
Goodbye.
This ship is only for authorized Protectorate subjects. You are on this ship. Thus, you are a Protectorate subject. If you are not a Protectorate subject, please purchase a weapon from this unit and shoot yourself.
हाँ से अंदर कहाँ से जाना है? तो सेल्फ होल्ड से क्वार्टर है।
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
ऐसे देखो क्वार्टर में ऐसे के ऊपर है कैसे ऊपर वाले कहाँ है इनके सोने में तो ठीक है हवा कैसे आती होगी ऊपर कैसे है सीढ़ी क्यों लगाई है ऊपर जान अच्छा इनके चढ़ने के लिए सीढ़ी है तो एक ही रूम में कितने सारे ऐसे बेड लगा दिए आसपास सफोकेशन नहीं होता कुछ बड़ा मजे अपने हाँ ये रोबोट को ठोकना है इसका 5 से तो इसका फ्री होगा। रामजादे को ठोकना। कोई नहीं जा रहा दे, ऑफ कर दिया इसको। यहाँ पे तो है तो ऊपर में जाना कहाँ है? यहाँ पर भी नहीं है, यहाँ पर भी कुछ नहीं है। स्किल पॉइंट्स अवेलेबल है, पर्क्स भी अवेलेबल है। स्किल्स में क्या पड़ा है? वाह, सेल्फ रिपेयरिंग आर्मर मिल गया मुझे। अपग्रेडेशन तो है। अच्छा, इससे ही परचेस करना है मुझे।
If you must replace, please make a request. Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. Subjects are expected to pay for any supplies beyond standard issue. Monthly munition supplies should be quite sufficient for training purposes. In case of enemy attack, subject is expected to kill invaders efficiently enough not to require additional resources. Displaying inventory.
ऊपर डबल लिंक पे कैमरा। चेलिंग प्लाज्मा एसएमजी, तो ये देखते हैं। चेलिंग प्लाज्मा ओके, अनदर स्लॉट ओपन की होगी मेरा, देख ही नहीं। आई थिंक जमा देने वाला है इन लोगों। एक मिनट करना भी है। एक्वायर द रिप मॉड्यूलेटर, वो तो ऑलरेडी है मेरे पास। रिप मॉड्यूलेटर इसके अंदर कहीं पे इसको अनलॉक कैसे करूँ? ये तो डॉक्टर काम का है।
Please keep any. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Request. As a member, how might this unit bolster or doctor-patient confidentiality is currently enabled. Unit cannot share patient analyzing. Science subject must receive regular injections.
कुछ काम का नहीं है. संडास. बस. नहीं नीचे के फ्लोर में ऊपर ये भाई इससे बात करनी है.
Greetings, subject. Please make a request.
ये तो बस एक मिनट.
Greetings. Please make a request.
तो ये तक था. कहाँ पे होगा रिप मॉड्यूलर? दिमाग का घोंसला कर दी पर एक ही जगह गया. तो वही सिंपल रास्ता है नहीं तो दरवाज़ा खोल के जाना और मैं ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करता हूँ हर बार. शायद ये दूसरे फ्लोर पे ऐसा हो जगह पे हो. नहीं जगह तो एक ही. Where the rip modulator? पता नहीं यार इसमें आराम ज्यादा मच्छर से मारे जा रहा है. तो किसी फ्लोर पे कहीं से सीक्रेट रास्ता है क्या? कहाँ से जा रहा पता ही नहीं चल रहा. इस एरिया से बता रहा है मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा. मैं देख लेगा. वह एक मॉडल है तो कंफ्यूजन ही कंफ्यूजन कुछ पता नहीं. अरे ये वाला रिक नहीं है. ओके हाँ सॉरी गाइस एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी। एक मिनट ये कौन सी जगह है? डॉक्टर वाला कहाँ गया? अरे ये रहा सामने लिफ्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट इसकी यानी कि बोल रहा है इतना सिंपल है।
Multiple threats and hazards identified ahead and enthusiastically neutralized.
ये आराम से तो यहाँ पर बता रहे ना भाई हमें तो ऐसे लगेगा इस जगह पे ढूंढना ऐसा तो नहीं यहाँ पे ऐसे घूम घूम के जाना होगा ऐसा तो थोड़ी ना दिमाग में आएगा। यार ट्रैप लगा रखे आराम से तो भाई ये गन तो खतरनाक है भाई।
Dispensing life
कौन मर रहा है?
commencing combat-related activities. Under these circumstances, locating the access credentials or proceeding by stealth is recommended.
The modular has got look around, buy your life. See what information we can uncover. Good thing we already have the credentials we need then.
ये गन तो खतरनाक है यार। SMG है बट क्या ही डैमेज दे रही है।
Entering a confrontational state.
टूरेट बने हैं तेरी बहन की औकात है तेरी टूरेट बने हैं। ओहो हो हो नाइस
Promoting teammate
क्या
health.
सीन है इसकी यानी कि
Best we can hope is stay close to the
चिलिंग वाला तो खतरनाक है। छोटे छोटे छुटकू तो मार ही देता है। वो काम की गन है भाई।
Fortifying teammate battle.
अरे क्यों टाइम वेस्ट कराऊंगा। अरे यार कॉम्बाट में तब तक होने भी नहीं देगा ना मारना पड़ेगा। कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? तो खतरनाक स्पेसशिप है यार। रोबोट तो इजी बिजी मर रहे हैं, इतने आराम से इंसान भी नहीं मर रहे जितने आराम से रोबोट मर रहे। कोई बाकी है तो मैं तो अच्छा वर्क करता, कोई नहीं, मारती है इसको।
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
तो कितने रोबोट है? सब वर्कर है।
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
अब क्या करना है? कंट्रोल टू कंसोल।
However, the information contained
ऊपर
here
नीचे
also
दोनों।
indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute. Finding the console should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date.
पर एक नीचे कौन सा करना है? दोनों करना है? इतने पहले ये वाला करते हैं। ओके वहां तक जाने के लिए लिफ्ट का है, यहाँ तक ये बता रहे थे। जाना तो 38 मीटर वही है, बस ये लिफ्ट नहीं हुआ। इस जगह पे आने के लिए लिफ्ट का बता रहे थे, कहाँ से जा सकते।
Priority reminder. The only way to shut down the rift modulator is by dealing with the console. Convincing the console to stand down may be possible through a series of deft verbal maneuvers, though it is unlikely.
Don't expect much in the way of concessions. He probably still thinks he's got the stronger position. Tyrants ain't generally known for their reasoning skills, but think what you will, Commander. This might be a good time to resupply and reconnoiter. Reckon there's likely to be something around here that can give us an edge if our talks stall out.
क्या करना है अभी?
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
console has initiated a threat display, Commander. Would you like this unit to respond?
You're right on time for the show. In a matter of minutes, I'll be transforming Arcadia for the better, and ridding it forever of trespassers like you. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not? I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential. Open your mind, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. My dear agent, everything that occurs in Arcadia I know of. My sentinels have made sure of that. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
The Protectorate was responsible for expanding the rift? Law. I'd ask why, but I can already guess the answer.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Well, it wasn't you I was targeting, Commander. But seeing as you have a penchant for finding your way into places you aren't wanted, perhaps this is a sign for you to reconsider. Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information stored within the resulting rift, all to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Rifts contain the data of everything they have engulfed. And we have the power to edit that data as we so choose. Our perfect society is within reach, and all supposedly serendipitous events have led to this moment. In the Matriarch's younger years, she found a crashed ship deep in the earth. Within it, the very first skip drive. She dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. And, well, that eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. I've found when most people haven't a leg to stand on, they fall back into performative insouciance in an attempt to redirect the conversation. Always brazen, rarely effective. Listen closely. This is the work of the Grand Plan, guiding us toward humanity's ascension. Everything exists for this purpose. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, I assume you also found information about the far-off rifts in untraversed space. That alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made by the ship our matriarch found. A curiosity, isn't it? Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes, the Great Architect works in mysterious ways. What else can I do but what is bidden? It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out. If it means preserving the Matriarch's legacy and the dedicated protectorate among us, yes, without question. Those who are worthy will live again. As for the others, they are no innocents. I shall not mourn any perpetrator of unsanctioned violence or treachery, and will in fact thrive in their absence.
Unsanctioned violence. Right. Because it's only good violence when it's committed by the state.
Hush. I was conversating with your leader here. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject to waverers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever. For every traitor in our midst, thousands of loyalists remain. If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut. And they promptly will be. What are you saying? No. This is a preposterous assertion. You don't know what you're speaking of. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence. Though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us. And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? That insinuates that reconstitution merely brings back shells. And how precisely do you know this? That is troubling. But it is merely one data point to consider. One failure pales in comparison next to the success we'll achieve. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality. And now I've reached the end of my patience. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? Indeed. Then why wait?
एरिया कब से टाइम पास करे जा रहा है सब बकचोदी करे जा रहा है 1 सेकंड भी टिक नहीं गया अच्छा ये है मच्छर मुझे लगा वो मर गया वो main item is in the बस इसका आर्मर है तब तक जिंदा है आर्मर खत्म है अभी में रिलोड सर आराम से अचानक कहाँ से मेरे टीम में क्या आराम कर रहे हो मारो पूरा मारो इसको दोनों क्या मेरे साथ करने वाले अरे इसको डैमेज ही नहीं हो रहा है ज़्यादा ही लेवल में दोनों कुछ काम के ही नहीं है सही टाइम पे कुछ काम ही नहीं है
If these readings are right, the rift's about to destabilize completely. This modulator ain't gonna do from this distance. Someone will have to fly it in close. Real close.
An Earth Directorate agent always has choices, including, but not limited to, extrajudicial killing.
In the serials, this is usually the point when someone heroically volunteers.
It has been an honor serving with you, Commander. Please submit any feedback on your Valerie unit's performance before sacrificing yourself to the void. You may entrust the preservation of the schematics to this unit, Commander. Combined with the processed rift data, these schematics will make mass production of modulators that can be operated from a safe distance possible. Acknowledged. Preserving the schematics for the following purpose: saving humanity. Good luck with your imminent death, Commander.
क्या कर रहा है कि हम तो ये चला के यार मैंने बलिदान दे दिया ये क्या है
And so, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to
It's a
save the
sacrifice.
galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Zebulon Tran was apprehended plotting against the Protectorate and sent to mental refreshment. Reluctant to name collaborators, he was subjected to the lathe at its highest setting. He emerged as the perfect Protectorate subject, with no memory of either Niles or his sister. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Niles remained torn about the Earth Directorate and his place in it. His victory at the reconstituted Horizon Point turned to ash in his mouth when he learned that his friend, Zebulon Tran, was captured while attempting a heist on the tomb of the matriarch. Niles slipped away from the incognito one evening to attempt to free Zebulon from mental refreshment and make amends for the past. He was never seen or heard from again. After Marisol left the commander's crew, rumors swirled that she began running operations on her own. She spent her days obsessing over unfinished business, eventually passing away in her sleep, alone. Forced to think for themselves after a lifetime of luxurious certainty, Protectorate hardliners banded together to preserve their society. Without the Order or the corporatists controlling Arcadia, they had a real chance at making a comeback. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives and beholden to no one, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be: the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Earth Directorate controlled Arcadia with little trouble for a time, successfully rebranding it as a society free of corporate or government overreach. Yet, as the years passed, the Arcadians saw fewer and fewer differences between the Earth Directorate and their previous overlords. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
ये तो जल्दी खत्म हो गया
Congrats on reaching the ending. Well, an ending. Plenty more where that came from. How about another go? Additional playthroughs don't cost nothing. Yet.
ओके इसका मतलब ये एंड ही हो गया ना देख लेता हूँ इसका मतलब बड़ी जल्दी है मतलब ये खत्म हो गई पहले पार्ट से तो स्टोरी लाइन है इसका मतलब या फिर मैंने कुछ ज़्यादा ही जल्दी खत्म कर दिया मेन स्टोरी कर करके मेन मिशन कर करके खत्म कर दिया मैंने okay so that's it for today guys thanks for joining don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel and make sure to follow me on Instagram too see you in the next stream till then khatam tata bye bye peace out